The following presentation is brought to you by the Realm Network.
Okay, it's Thursday, and you know what that means here on the Realm Network. It's time for football with Miss Paula. I'm going to change this. We're almost done. We're going in the conference championships. We've been through the regular season, the wild card, the division. We're going to talk about the conference championships. I'm changing the name of this show right now because it should be Miss Paula Talking Football, because after the picks this week, I suck.
I did too, though.
But you got one.
I won, yeah.
I got none.
Oh, you did?
I went over.
Really?
I went over.
Wow.
So with that being said, first I want to say welcome to the BDE on the Realm Network. And for everybody who doesn't know, we are officially, Paula, a channel on the Realm Network.
Yay!
So it's a big part to this show and everything that Paul and I have been doing throughout the football season. I can never thank you enough. And I always want to give a shout out to my boy, Vince Russo, because Vince opened the door for me to get involved with Realm. And I worked with the brand for so many months. And that's where this show started. And this show, Football with Miss Paula, was the anchor that made it all happen. So now everybody, welcome to the BDE here on the Realm Network, starring Miss Paula and her sidekick, Bill DeMott. That's exactly how this is going to go, and we're going to have to figure out a whole new logo going into next season. But so it's Thursday, and there's nothing going on tonight. There's nothing going on Friday. There's nothing going on Saturday, and we have to wait till Sunday.
There's a lot going on Sunday.
There's a lot going on Sunday. But before we get to these, I don't even know where. I sat and thought about it, and I watched those games this weekend, and I'm just flabbergasted. I'm absolutely dumbfounded because I thought I at least, guys always like to think they know the sport. Hey, maybe it's this and maybe it's that. I didn't have a freaking clue as to what went on this weekend in football. I watched it and I just couldn't.
I know this weekend was exciting though. Finally,
it was good football.
It was good football. That the Patriots and the Chiefs, I thought for sure Kansas City was going to pull that one out. I thought for sure.
Unbelievable.
That was a good game.
It was a good game, and you see, there's my tribute now. You see behind me is my autographed Gronkowski jersey. My boy Gronkowski signed it to his old coach, Bill DeMott. So in tribute to the Pats coming up this week and what they did. So all season, all I talked about was your boy, Aaron Rodgers, hashtag Sybil Rogers. And I thought they were going to do it.
I know. I did too.
And I got into such an argument with Butchie because he was Cardinals, everything is Cardinals. Then I saw the worst coin flip I've ever seen, which that didn't cause the game. Whatever thing. There's so many little things that happened last week on football that made it unbelievable. But if the coin was like, it was just weighted. It never moved. And in slow motion, it was even worse. Did you see that? I couldn't do that. If somebody paid me, I couldn't make that happen.
Do you sit there and practice?
I'm going to have to because, and then we'll put it on the Build My Experience on YouTube. Like, look, I did it.
Yeah.
But they lose the coin flip. But what a comeback! He did it again. Rodgers did it again with that Hail
Mary. I know. I was like, are you kidding me? Wait, am I watching a replay? Like, is this last week's game? What am I watching?
Yeah, because they were talking about it so strong, and then he did it again. Lacey come out of her chair, and my brother, what the hell? What did you just see? Literally 2 minutes later, Fitzgerald, wide open, down the middle, one play later, whatever it was, end of the game.
That was a good game, too. Like we said, all the games were good. But I'll tell you, when I played getting off the NFL a little bit, I used to play flag football with the Orlando Sports and Social Clubs.
I want video.
Oh my God, I was good.
I bet. That's what I know.
I was good.
I'm Team Paula. This is like that, whatever that movie was. I'm Team Paula.
But when, like, I think it was like every second play or every third play, a girl had to touch the ball, whether she caught it or she threw it. Well, I was the only girl on the team that could throw. And so they would let me quarterback, and they would just tell me, just throw it. Like, just throw it down the field, throw Hail Mary, and we'll get it. I'm like, okay, because I'm so short and little, you know, and everybody's so tall. They're like, just lob it down there. And I would. That's how we would win games. So I'm all for Hail Marys.
Unbelievable. So I watched that, and I said, I looked right over across the room at Lacey. I said, that's what I've been talking about all year. Rodgers is going to come back, and they're going to move on. Fitzgerald makes the catch. But great. It was a really good game.
Yes.
And then we saw so then we get to Sunday. I'm getting off the plane because we were in Iowa. It was absolutely the coldest I've been in 50 years. We flew home. When we flew home, the temperature was -9 with a -27 wind chill.
Is that for real, or did you make that up?
No, I can't make that up. Like, I think whatever that's called when you take a picture of your phone.
A screenshot?
A screenshot? Lacey screenshot. I'll have her send it to you. She goes, no one will ever believe this.
That just sounds like somebody who was really, really cold and just made that up.
No, you couldn't make that. Like, if I was cold, I'd be like, man, it's a little chilly in Florida this week. It was freaking cold.
I'm freaking cold now. Look how I'm dressed.
You're all bundled up. I mean, it was so cold. And for everybody who's listening on iTunes and watching this show, you're going to see on the upcoming Face Value, I do the show from Des Moines, Iowa, and I'm outside. And it's too much.
So what was in Iowa? We talked about that before. We're like, Iowa, what's in Iowa?
So there's only 2 reasons to go to Iowa. And I really don't care if I see Field of Dreams. I wanted to go see the guys from American Pickers, but that didn't happen. Lacey's brother and dad and everybody are out there. So this is 2016 for us is No Family Goes Unseen in a tribute to Dream with the grandbabies. No grandbabies go unseen. So we're going to go out of our way to make sure we see everybody this year and just do that. So that's what we were doing in Iowa. It was a great time, but it was inside.
Yeah.
It was inside. Anyway.
Yeah. I'm going to Indiana. Sorry, I'm going to Indiana in February. So I'm wanting snow because I haven't been in it in a long time, and I just, you know, when I'm going with Kipp because he's got a show and stuff, and I want to get him out there so I can bomb him with some snowballs and stuff.
You're telling me a story, and I told you I want you to repeat it. And we're gonna get to the Patriots, all this other stuff. Yeah. You have to share this story. Why don't you like Kipp in the cold weather?
He's got really bad allergies in the summertime and in the wintertime, and people who have cold allergies know what I'm talking about. So we're going to look at a house today. And we're walking, and he's, you know, and I'm like, stop it. Like, what are you doing with that? Like, of course he's swallowing it because we're in a house. He's not spitting it out. But as we're walking up to the house, he's like, and I'm like, oh, did you just snot on my back? Like, all I can, you know, like, stop. It's so gross. I want to know. Everybody hit me up on Twitter. Is that a guy thing? That's just disgusting to just like lean over and just blow your nose out all over the place.
So here it is. This is going to be our hashtag. That's nothing to do with football this week. Everybody hit Paula up on Twitter. There it is on the screen. It's @SopPaula, SOPPPAULA. The hashtag is Snot Rockets. That's the hashtag. And while we're talking, I'm plugging it in right now. We're going to get the hashtag Snot Rockets. And that's just the funny. When you made that face, it was the funniest thing I'd ever seen.
Yeah, I started running because I'm like, oh, you know, he's like, is there snot on my back? God. He's like, I can't help it. I'm like, well, turn around the other way so you're not facing me and do it.
There it is. Miss Paula's Twitter, hashtag Snot Rockets. That's what it is this week. I love him to death. He's not even in the room, and he makes me laugh.
I made him leave. I'm like, I gotta do podcast. You gotta go.
Oh my God, we're gonna have him. We'll have to do one of those things. You know, they have the on the field commentators. We're gonna have him from remote destinations going into next season. There it is. There's forget football. Hashtag Snot Rockets is our theme for the rest of this week going into the conference. Please tweet Paula and get that out there because that's funnier than Vagina Boys.
Sorry. We just got into that because we were talking about the cold. And I'm like, oh, listen to what Kipp did.
That was the best ever. So it brings me back to the cold weather. We're talking about so we watched Seattle. And I get off the plane and I said, so we missed the whole first quarter, whatever it was. I said, what's the scores? We're getting in the car and we're coming home. 31-0.
Yeah.
I said, the game today, and I'm looking at her, and she's got it on her phone. And between Lacey and Billy, they're all caught up in the NFL. So 31-0. I said, that's a bunch of crap. We get home a couple minutes before halftime or whatever it was, and there's the score: 31-0. Carolina is putting the ass whooping of a lifetime on Seattle.
Yep. Same thing when Kipp came home. He came home on Sunday too, about the same time. And I said, your old team is shit in the bed.
Wow.
And then they came back, and I'm like, oh, my gosh. So then I was like on the edge of my seat going, they're going to come back. They're going to come back.
And when they came, so here they're coming. And now, so I'm arguing with my 7-year-old, and I'm like, they're going to come back. No, they're not. Yes, they are. No, they're not. We're going back and forth. And then I'm trying to remember. So he ran a delay of game, moves him back. Illegal formate moves him. I'm like, these guys are killing me. So 31-24 was the final.
Yep.
But the freaking Panthers did not play the whole second half and still came out.
Still beat them.
So I don't know. We're going to talk about them and the Cardinals in a minute, but we got to get to your boys, the Steelers and the Broncos.
My boys.
What another game.
See, you should have gone with me with the Broncos.
I should have went with every one of your picks.
Not everyone, because I didn't win everyone.
I know. I just – so we went – you went 1. Yeah. Your win was the Broncos. I went 0 for 4. This is the worst season of picks ever. Like, if I was on FanDuel or whatever it was, I'd be walking – yeah, and I'd be walking behind Kipp as he's blowing snot rockets in for a new house. This was an unbelievable season.
Yeah, and that game was back and forth too. Yeah,
amazing. Really, there was some really good football played, and it was exciting. This week was the most exciting I can remember being in a while. So it was fun. And then, thankfully, Coach Tom didn't sign with the Eagles and anybody else, but Chip Kelly from the Eagles signs with the 49ers, right?
Yes.
And there's a whole bunch of stuff, still shakeups going on, and Bob McAdoo is now the new head coach of the New York Giants. I'm happy about that because he's had Eli's brain for the past couple of years. So at least Eli's used to his offense and the way he's doing things. So it's going to be a very interesting offseason to see what happens across the board. And we'll as we get to the Super Bowl, we'll wrap up some other coaching changes and stuff like that. But let's get right to it. There's a whole bunch to read.
Yeah.
Everybody on iTunes, you have to go back and watch every edition of what we've done this season because it's entertaining. I watch them all, and then I watch them back, and it's just the funniest stuff ever. We have a good time, and we actually talk a lot of great football, and we put some funny shit out there. So it's a lot of fun. So now we go into it. I don't know how you're picking here because you have to pick between the Patriots and the Broncos.
Well, I'm going with the Broncos.
You're going – I see. That's why I put my shirt up there for Gronk. He's up there. I'm going to go with the Patriots. Let me mark this down. Wait a minute. This is what we've had to do. I have to show my pick. Are they there? They're highlighted in yellow. I got the Patriots. And I got the Cardinals because if my son yells at me like he did last week, I'm going to be upset. Paula's going to take the Broncos.
Yeah, I'm like listening to you, and I'm going, did he just say he was arguing with a 7-year-old?
Oh, my God. I'll tell you what. When Rodgers threw that Hail Mary,
Mm-hmm.
he was so upset. I mean, he was upset, like talking with bass in his voice, and he had like tears in his eyes because he's 7. And he goes, "They're gonna win anyway." And he had this bass in his voice. I'm going, "Oh, dude, I really wanted the Cardinals to win just for that because he was pissed." He was personally invested in that game the whole way. And when they came back to go into overtime, he was ready to trade in all his Pokemon cards or whatever it was. He was Infinity Disney. He had enough. He was mad.
Oh.
So, but I'm going with the Cardinals over the Panthers just because. But he likes the Panthers too, so I'm going to go with the Cardinals. Yeah,
I'm going with the Panthers.
Yeah, I tell you what, it'd be hard pressed not to go with the Panthers.
I gotta go with Cam. He's
playing. I wish he'd stop throwing everybody else's banners on the field at the end of every game. But I guess if you're America's winner, right? He's got to win MVP. He has to. He has to be the MVP of the season. I think his coach is going to wind up being coach of the year as well. I think either that or Arizona's coach is going to be coach of the year.
One of those two. I'm
because they both did great jobs this year. And that's it. We got 2 games on Sunday, and then we get ready for Coldplay and Beyonce.
Oh, for the
who the hell cares?
Not me.
Who the hell cares? Like Beyonce was a couple years ago when she brought back the other 2 hootenannies in Destiny's Child, and they did it. Just some rock and roll. Give me some. You can't bring back Bowie. You can't have the Eagles now because of Glenn Frey. What a shame. There's so many rock and roll guys gone. So now it's Coldplay and freaking Beyonce.
You know what I think would be a good halftime show?
Ozzy
Osbourne.
Ozzy. I said Fozzy. You said Ozzy.
Uh-huh. Yep.
I'd like Ozzy's a good halftime show.
Yep.
I'd take that. But I'm sure we'll have plenty of ammunition going into that. Going into the Super Bowl.
Yeah, the halftime shows lately have been really boring, like the past couple years.
Yeah, it's I know was it last year when it was Katy Perry and the Shark and all that? It's great. You can do that on America's Got Talent. I want to watch football and I want some rock and roll. So that's it. So we got to wait till Sunday. We're going to see our picks. And that's it. That's all we got this week.
Yep. Halftime is for me to get up and let the dogs out, take them outside for a little while, get something to eat, go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Forget about that show.
Pasta Sunday coming up this week in the conference. We're sitting here. I'm not moving. I'm watching football all day long. I'm excited for it. It should be 2 really good games, and then we're going to get to our Super Bowl and find out who's who.
Yep.
All right. That's it.
Who do you think it's going to be? Your picks?
I'm going to go with the 2 teams I picked this week. I'm going with the Patriots against the Cardinals in the Super Bowl.
All right, I'm going with my picks too with Denver and Carolina.
This is going to be good. If I go over again this week, I may not talk about the Super Bowl. You'll be on here doing this show by yourself.
I can't pick the Patriots.
I know you can't.
I can't.
I'm telling you right now, if the Patriots go to the Super Bowl, on your doorstep from my friends at Amazon, there will be the Deflategate football with the nail in it, the hat, and it'll be at your doorstep. I'm saying it right now, if the Patriots win this week and go to the Super Bowl, you can expect a package before the Super Bowl, so you wear that hat.
Oh my gosh, they're not going to, so don't worry about it.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. Okay. I think they're too confident. They're going to be over cocky. They're going to be too overconfident and cocky. And
what a hit that freaking Edelman laid out there, huh? Was it Edelman who threw that shot and the place went crazy?
I didn't see it.
Oh, he came in head first, and I know there's got to be some kind of fine, and I've missed it. If there was, I missed it.
I have to look it up.
Starting off the game, and the whole place went bonkers because he came out and speared the guy. But they were fired up, and they have to be cocky because on the other side of it, Carolina's just as cocky. So if they're going to face anybody, they better get their game. But I'm excited to see if you wear a football deflate hat.
I'm not going to.
Deflategate and hashtag Snot Rockets going into next week. All right. That's it for this week. It's a short one. This is Football with Miss Paula, and we're talking about the conference championships. Where is it? I got to put it up here first. Before we go any further, tweet Paula Tweet her all week. I want to see the hashtag Snot Rockets all over the place.
I just want to know. I don't need videos of you guys doing it. I just want to know if it's a guy thing. That's just a guy thing to blow your nose, just like.
No, I want videos.
No.
Because on Twitter you can send a 5-second video. I want you to hashtag Snot Rockets and send Paula all the videos you can of guys actually blowing snot rockets.
Get a tissue.
That would make my day. All right, I will talk to you after Sunday. Have a great week.
You too.
Talk to you soon.
All
right, everybody. That's it. So we're excited. Everything going on here on the Realm Network and on the BDE. Spread the word. You can get on there right now, and there's a coupon out for $2.95 if you put in the promo code BDE16. Gets you a subscription, a monthly subscription to this new channel. Again, thank you. Big shout out to Vince Russo and the brand. Football has been fun. We get into the conference championships. We'll have news and winners for you next week. Keep watching. Support this show. I'm Bill DeMott. This is the Bill DeMott Experience. Do what you say what you mean what you do. I'm out.
VinceRussoBrand.com to sign up for exclusive VIP content. You get over 20 new video shows monthly, including Vixens Who Rule and The Swerve, where Vince Russo interviews stars in wrestling and beyond. Listen to Vince and Jeff Lane discuss weekly news and rumors and review Attitude Era Raws. Also, watch the cult hit Bucket Full of Chicken next. Go to VinceRussoBrand.com and click the red subscribe button to join now.